Welcome, little dreamer. Tonight, you are safe, you are loved, and you are held gently in God's kindness. As you settle into your cozy bed and breathe slowly, let your heart grow calm. Let your thoughts soften. Let the day melt away like sand slipping through your fingers. This is your quiet time, a moment made just for you, a moment to rest, a moment to feel peace, a moment to remember that God watches over you through every sunrise, every adventure, and every dream. Tonight's story is filled with courage, goodness, and gentle reminders that even when the world feels big, God is always close. So snuggle in, relax your shoulders, and let the soothing night carry you into a peaceful place. Now, let's begin our bedtime journey together. Once upon a quiet evening, under the golden glow of the Egyptian sun, there lived a young boy named Moses. He had curly brown hair that shimmered like soft sand in the light, and bright blue eyes that sparkled with wonder. Moses was gentle and kind, his heart filled with courage, curiosity, and love for the world around him. He often wandered near the river Nile, where the water shimmered like glass and whispered stories of faraway lands. One peaceful afternoon, as Moses watched the ripples dance across the water, something caught his eye. A basket, floating gently along the river's edge. Curiosity bloomed in his heart. He hurried closer, the warm breeze brushing his face. Inside the basket, wrapped in soft cloth, was a baby boy, tiny, peaceful, and sleeping soundly. Moses smiled and whispered, "You're safe now." He named the baby Aaron, and from that day forward, the two grew up together, laughing, learning, and sharing every adventure the world had to offer. As the years passed, Moses and Aaron began to see the sadness that surrounded their people, the Israelites, who worked endlessly under the Pharaoh's command. Moses felt their pain deep in his heart. He knew he was meant to help. One quiet night, as the stars shimmered above, Moses had a dream. In the dream, he stood before a burning bush, glowing bright but never turning to ash. A gentle voice came from the flames, a voice of love and power. "Moses," the voice said, "I have chosen you to lead my people to freedom." When Moses awoke, his heart felt calm but strong. He knew what he had to do. With faith as his guide, he stood before the mighty Pharaoh and spoke with courage. But Pharaoh's heart was hard, and he refused to listen. So one by one, plagues came upon Egypt, each a sign from God, showing his power and his promise to free his people. Finally, after the 10th plague, Pharaoh agreed to let them go. And so, under the stars, Moses led the Israelites away from Egypt, toward hope, toward freedom. When they reached the Red Sea, the waves stretched endlessly before them. But Moses lifted his staff high, and the sea began to part. A pathway appeared, calm and dry, and the people crossed safely, surrounded by walls of shimmering blue water. On the other side, the people cheered, their hearts full of joy and faith. Through deserts and trials, Moses guided them with patience and love. He never lost hope, for he knew God was with them every step of the way. And at last, after their long journey, they reached the promised land, a land flowing with milk and honey, a land of peace and new beginnings. As the gentle night settled over them, Moses and Aaron looked to the sky, the stars glimmering like promises kept. And in that stillness, they knew that with faith, courage, and love, anything is possible. The desert was quiet beneath a blanket of stars. The warm night air drifted gently over the sand, and the sky glowed with thousands of tiny lights, each one placed lovingly by God. Not far from the mountains, a young Moses watched over his sheep. He listened to the peaceful rustling of the wind, unaware that something miraculous was waiting for him. As Moses climbed a small hill, he saw a soft golden light flickering in the distance. It looked like a fire, but the flames didn't move like ordinary flames. They swirled gently, glowing brighter and brighter, yet never burning anything around them. Moses stepped closer, eyes wide with wonder. Then he heard a voice, not loud, not frightening, but warm, steady, and full of love. Moses, my child. Moses felt his heart flutter. He bowed his head and whispered, "Here I am, Lord." God spoke to Moses through the glowing bush. He told Moses that his people in Egypt were suffering, that they were hurting, and that he had chosen Moses to help them. Moses felt small. "Lord," he whispered, "who am I to go to Pharaoh? I am not strong. I am not brave." But God answered gently, "I will be with you. You will not walk alone." Moses took a slow breath. For the first time, he felt courage growing inside him, quiet, warm, and steady. The stars shimmered above him, as if celebrating God's promise. The next morning, Moses hurried to find his brother Aaron. When he told Aaron what God had said, Aaron smiled softly. "Moses," he said, "God chose you for a reason, and you will not go alone. I am with you." Under the moonlight, the brothers prayed together. They prayed for courage. They prayed for kindness. They prayed for the strength to listen to God's voice, no matter how hard the journey might become. When morning came, the sun rose over the sand like a golden promise. Moses and Aaron walked toward Egypt, their sandals brushing against the warm desert ground. As they entered Pharaoh's palace, the hall sparkled with gold and stone. Pharaoh sat high upon his throne, proud and unbending. Moses stepped forward with kindness in his voice. "Pharaoh, God asks that you let his people go, so they may worship him." The great hall grew silent. Even the torches seemed to stop crackling. Pharaoh stared at them with cold eyes. "Who is this God of yours that I should listen?" he scoffed. Moses trembled for a moment, just a moment, but then he remembered God's words, "I will be with you." He lifted his head and spoke again, gentle and steady, but Pharaoh refused. Moses and Aaron walked out of the palace slowly, sadness resting in their hearts, not defeating them. The evening sky returned, scattering stars across the heavens. That night, Moses knelt beside a small fire and prayed. "Lord," he whispered, "I have done what you asked. Pharaoh's heart is hard, but I will not give up." And God's voice came to him again, like the soft desert wind. "Do not fear. I am working, even when you cannot see." A single bright star twinkled above Moses, a sign that God's plan had not changed. Days passed. Each day, Moses and Aaron returned to Pharaoh with kindness and courage. Each day, Pharaoh refused, yet Moses did not turn away. He trusted that God was guiding every step. One afternoon, Moses walked among the Hebrew families who were working tirelessly under the hot sun. He knelt beside a small child whose eyes looked tired and afraid. Moses rested a gentle hand on the child's shoulder. "God sees you," he said softly. "He hears your prayers. You are not forgotten." The child's face softened with hope, and Moses felt his own courage grow stronger. That evening, as the desert cooled and the sky turned a deep shade of violet, Moses sat with Aaron beside a small fire. The flame flickered softly, as if whispering a promise. "Moses, Aaron said. "You have changed. You are stronger now." Moses shook his head. "I am only strong because God gives me strength. I could not do this alone." The night sky shimmered above them, calm, vast, beautiful. Moses gazed upward, breathing in the stillness. He did not know how long Pharaoh's heart would remain hard. He did not know what trials would come next. But he knew this. Courage is not the loud roar of a warrior. It is the quiet, steady voice that says, "I will keep going. I will keep doing what is right." And that night, as Moses closed his eyes beside the fire, a single star shone brighter than all the others. A gentle reminder that God's plan was still unfolding and that the journey was far from over. And so we leave Moses and Aaron here for tonight, wrapped in peace, guided by courage, and held in God's loving hands. Their story will continue. But for now, rest your heart. Let the stars keep watch. Let the desert wind whisper soft lullabies. Good night, little one. God is with you, always.